legacy. That's why I call all y'all here. Not because of skin color or some wishful dream of freedom. The story you leave with people who come behind you.
Yo, my people, what's good in the hood? It's your boy, it's your host, Nas the Innovator. And as you could tell by the title of this episode, in the first 8 to 20 seconds, I don't know how long, but we will be discussing today in this episode of Jim's podcast. We will be talking about legacy. You know, this is legacy is the definition of legacy. In real life and according to Google, the long lasting impact of particular events and actions that have happened in one's life or past events in the world. So, just to jump right into it, I propose the question. And I want you to think about this maybe throughout the whole episode. But what is legacy to you? What does legacy mean to you? I mean, me personally, when I ask myself that, what does legacy mean to me? My answer to that is like, legacy is exactly what it means. Well, to put it in my own words, legacy is making a name for yourself and for your family and leaving it behind you once you are gone years and years after, after you leave Earth, and some people, they leave Earth a little too early to where they haven't even established they legacy yet. And some people make it to the end of their time and didn't haven't had a legacy yet. But in majority cases, most of us grow older, and in the middle of our lifespan, we do something that contributes to our legacy in some type of way. You know, I was writing earlier, about legacy, and it just it just had to it hit me a little bit last night when I was writing. And well, did I say I was writing early? I was writing last night, and it would just hit me. It just hit me, the whole legacy thing. I don't know, like nobody really knows this because I kind of just like, you know, I kind of just picked OG brain a little bit, and she kind of gave me a little insight from my birth type thing. And to be honest, my legacy, me personally, like we all get to choose when, like we all get to know and choose when our legacy has started, or when we begin to contribute to our legacy, even though everything in our life happens for, a good reason. I mean, not I ain't gonna say a good reason, but it happens for a reason. And some of it does lead to legacy. At birth, I wasn't really supposed to be here, you know? I was way smaller than I was expected. I came out 13 days early. I didn't come out. I didn't leave my. I didn't eject. I didn't. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't leave from my mama in a natural. Like my mama didn't have me in a natural type of in a natural way. I think she had like a C-section or something. They had to cut her open and get me out of there type shit. And when they got me out, the umbilical cord was like wrapped around my neck type shit. So I really wasn't supposed to be here. And once my mama broke that down to me and things like that, everything started to kind of like add itself up in a way. Like when you like go, like I don't know if you know your birth story, but if you can go back to, just go back to your earliest memory and then try to think about how everything else played into, everything else that happened in your life up until where you at right now, up until you listening to this audio, because you listening to it for a reason. I'm making it for a reason. All of it is, and it should make you look back and realize, like, you know, maybe if one thing didn't happen, you wouldn't have been in another situation, things of that nature. Like, who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna keep continuing to guess y'all lives out, things of that nature. But you know, but yeah, legacy. Another thing about legacy is like legacy don't only benefit you. It benefits, of course, your family. Generations after you and generations to come, things of that nature. But the thing about legacy is like it affects the world in a way too. So you got to make sure whatever you're doing, not only make sure it's something you really want to do or is genuine, it's really passion from you. Make sure your love behind it, the things of that nature, but also make sure you're not really, harming the society type of thing. And I mean, I understand that the world we in today, negativity, everything that's negative is like it's kind of, I don't want to say it's becoming positive, but they're trying to put a positive light behind it. It's always a positive light behind some shit until somebody gotta, till somebody they get the repercussions behind the shit. Why we can't, why we can't just all, you know, focus on making it a good world. Even though I understand it's too late. Some wars is, once a war start, you can't really stop it unless somebody just, wave the flag. And I'm knowing people in Chicago, we too prideful down here. It's no such thing as waving a flag. We not, so they do all the game bang, all that stuff. I'm not even worried about stopping all that. But at the same time, y'all can understand, the ones who do listen, for those of you who people in the for those people who in the streets, and I do got your ear a little bit. You can maneuver around certain shit. Just like I know you get tired of, I know you get tired of crying. You get tired of crying when I know you get tired of crying when you lose your friends, family, things of that nature, because they pass somehow, and I understand, like nobody want to feel that pain consistently, or nobody, things of that nature. Like sometimes I know some people, you might be deep down inside feeling like, you know, you might have got numb to the fact that now you just feel like you ready to die whenever, and now a message to my young bucks who wanna who think they aspire to be that and that way in life. Don't follow up after that. Now I mean, like, of course, y'all don't really have no other choice. And I'm not really just talking about them because, you know, y'all don't have no other choice because like it's nobody else. Like who is the people, who is the youngest in the world supposed to look up to type shit. We either get either majority of everybody turn into athletes who not really, like athletes, but they ain't really nobody to look up to type shit, or it's like, or just circumstances in their life that make them go that way. But that's not, you going down in somebody else's legacy instead of building your own, type shit. Like everybody in a gang banging cycle is going down. Everybody in a gang banging cycle, unless you start, rapping in the mix of it, or you do something to, make a name for yourself in the mix of it. Y'all going down under somebody else's legacy. Whoever is the founder, or whoever is the grandmaster of y'all, of your gang, your team, your squad, whatever you want to call it. That's who legacy y'all going under. And I'm pretty sure you name that person, you either don't know his name or he don't know you at all. So to put it in another way to where you'll understand it, you defending a block, or you putting your life on the line for a block or some streets, for the people who actually did the shit and made the shit. They don't even know y'all exist. So and I'm pretty and it the only reason why it might seem like I'm like, so I don't know what's the word, like so passionate, so worried, or so like changed, like trying to change the world, or change the, the trajectory of how we going, is because it's like I got people that's involved in the shit on both sides. Like I got people who in the streets, and and they just, some people, and I got people in the streets and they feeling like they time coming soon, and they want to change it around, but they feel like they in too deep to where they can't change around type shit. And I feel that. I feel, I'm not I feel that as in like I've been there, done that, but I feel that as in like I can understand where you're coming from. And then I do got people, and then I got other people who, you know, who in the, like, not in the streets, but they got hood smart, and they like trying to make they way out of the shit, but at the same time, people trying to pull them into shit. So I'm really, I feel like my spot in all of this is to sort of kind of try to help everybody like look at life in a limelight, in a good light, instead of everything that's already being pushed towards the negative. I mean, towards the media and shit, towards the world and shit. Why not change all this shit around? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all not the ones complaining about, who gonna be the president, or the laws they changing around and shit, or like I'm pretty sure y'all not worried about none of that. I'm not worried about none of that either. But at the same time, it's like y'all gotta pay attention to, y'all gotta understand and pay attention that all of these things add up and come together for a reason. Like they stopping certain laws because of certain reasons. They treat people of color a certain way. They limit us to certain things because of how we act and things of that nature. I was just explaining to somebody the other day, like, we can't, us as black people as a community, really we can't really, do all this yelling and hollering on the media about we don't get just, I mean, we injustice, and I mean it's injustice, and we don't never get nothing, and they always doing black people wrong, this and this. But then when you look on it, on the outside in, when you look at it, we hurting ourselves the most. I mean, we've been doing it for the longest, since shit all of us was born. I mean, it had to happen. It had to be going on for 20 plus years now. If we got old heads, niggas that's 40 or 30 some years old, and they still are sitting on the block, slinging dope, moving, type shit. Y'all got kids and shit now, but y'all can't take y'all kids to school for real, because y'all gotta watch out. Y'all not supposed to be in this area, such and such, and shit like that. Or motherfuckers know your car, so you can't take your daughter to school on this day, or ride down this block, shit like that. And it's just all dumb, to be honest. And y'all not gonna be satisfied. Y'all not gonna be satisfied till y'all just keep losing people over and over and over. Me personally, I don't want to lose nobody. I don't want to lose nobody else, because I feel like all the people I have lost is going from people who not close to me at all to people getting closer to me. So I don't wanna experience no more losses. At least, in the next 5 years. I don't want to have to deal with another funeral or anything like that. Now I mean, like, people die every day. That's the circle of life type thing. But it's not, like I said on my last episode, or one of my last audios. It's not the funeral. It's the reason why the person died. And we can't really get nowhere if we just killing each other type shit. So that kind of sort of bringing me to my next question, like, what type of legacy do you want to leave? In general, like, I mean, like, somebody, it's when I say what type of legacy do you want to leave, I mean, like, think about it, and deep down inside, ask yourself that question. Don't answer that question in hopes of, thinking about, I mean, don't answer that question and thinking about what other people might say, or thinking about how other people might react to it and things of that nature. Because trust me, it's a group out here for everybody. It's a group out here for everything that you're doing. You know, so as long as you are able to put your energy behind it, your faith behind it, and your love behind it, your passion behind it, and as long as you're able to prove to yourself that, to prove to you and to your God, and I mean prove to yourself and to God that whatever it is that you want to do, that you could do it for free at first, and then that you could do it for free at first, and then that'll prove to you and to God that it's not this ain't no publicity stunt type of thing. So it's like, what do you want your legacy to be? Now, of course, I'm gonna answer the question first to give y'all time to really think about it. But I do genuinely wish I could hear y'all question sooner or later in the pod somewhere. As we grow, we gonna do the call ins and shit to when I'm asking questions like this, and shit like that. So yeah. But what's y'all like when I think about the question, what do I want my legacy to be? Y'all witnessing it. I started building it. I started building it since birth, but I actually started putting everything, into motion like when I turned 18. So I want my legacy to be, not only the Generous Podcast, but that's gonna be the branch that started off type shit. I want my legacy to be, you know, that you could a positive spot, a positive place, a heartwarming place, a comforting place where everybody could be they self, and where it's like I want the world to understand that it's okay to be yourself. I know everybody, all of us in the world is not the same. You feel me? Like, but it's too many people in the world that's trying to act like other niggas across the world, which is like if you act like type shit, like it'd be small things like, trends, trends, lingo, or things like that. Like, I found it kind of crazy how like if 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 any nigga would have wore any type of Oasis or any shoes that look like some type of Skechers back in elementary school, you would have got your ass bullied and some bullshit. But I don't even know who started the Oasis trend nowadays. But now everybody and their grandma want to pair Oasis. Like these are shoes we could go to Walmart and I could get 3 pairs of these for like $40. So that and that's just example, like little stuff like that. Like y'all be yourself type shit. Like I just told I walked in somebody's house and they had all of these like designer shoes and things of that nature. And I really like, of course everybody else like, damn, you got this and that, you fresh, boom, boom, boom. I want this and that and that. And I really just had to ask him, like, do you genuinely like these things, or is this something like you seeing somebody else with it, so you had to go get it type shit? Because I mean, half of the designer shoes ugly, for the most part. They heavy as hell on your feet. You're not mobile. It's like you walk around with bricks. And if half the life half of y'all living, y'all don't even need designer clothes on because you can't run if you got the designer shoes on. You're not finna go down. You're not finna get off the. You're not making it off the block in some Balenciagas. You're not going nowhere in some. If you're not going nowhere, you're not leaving a function if you got on some products. Things of that nature. I'm just saying, like, of course, it's okay to be fresh, but y'all gotta be not strategic, but like gotta make it make sense, like, and that's another thing with life too. Like, why jump in the streets, put your life on the line if at some point in time in life you gonna want to sit back and enjoy life. Think like that's what I be saying. Like, think about things like that. Like, like, and I hope like that it might be some of y'all might be listening to this and it might be too late for you. Look, if it's too late for you, pass it to a little cousin or somebody that you don't want in the street. Just think about it in a long term. If you had to sit there, if you sat there and you got a call that one of these specific people passed away, how would you feel? You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna say shit happens because they in the street with you. You're not gonna say that. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna feel that. But you must sit there and want to feel that pain every time somebody passed because nobody's motivated nobody to get out the shit. Everybody's pushing each other to get into shit. You know, like, and I mean, And it's crazy how like and I'm gonna go into the next. This is gonna lead me into the next to the next topic. But it's crazy how like if you watch documentaries, watch the your day in the life documentaries of all the game bangers and things of that nature, you will hear 1,000 times they'll tell you stay out the streets, or they'll tell you if they could, if they was able to get out the streets, they would have been left. If they didn't have a choice to, if they could have made a decision to not go in the streets, they would have never joined. Shit like that. Pay attention to shit like that. Like they not telling y'all shit like that for no reason. And me not being in the streets at all, I'm trying to, me on the outside looking in. I'm listening to how old heads is looking at the, at the young at the young niggas coming up today. I'm looking at how the young niggas treat each other. Everybody backdoing each other over hoes, money. Everybody KOing off of drugs and shit like that. Like it's just y'all just kind of like y'all kind of went from potential like future stars to a bunch of delinquents and crash outs amongst a group of stars. You know, like I ain't gonna say like all the young bucks is bad for business, because I mean, for my ladies, I'm not only just gonna talk about the guys, but for my ladies, y'all, you know, y'all for my all my upcoming doctors, all my hairstylists, all of that. Like it's people. It's like keep doing y'all thing. Everybody, male and female. If y'all is working on art, y'all working on y'all building y'all brand, building y'all legacy. Good. Keep doing that. Like it's always, even if don't worry about if people around you are supporting you. Like friends, family, things of that nature. It's a group. Like I said earlier in the episode, it's a group out here for everybody. You for sure, you for sure. If you keep going, you for sure gonna have, you for sure got somebody around the world who needs your hair tutorials, who need your cooking videos, your who need your what's the word I'm looking for? Your hygiene videos. They might need stuff like that. We don't need, but we don't. I apologize, y'all. My phone, I mean, not my phone. My microphone's died. I'm finna charge them after this. But I'm saying we don't need y'all to be twerking on cars or spreading y'all legs for money and things of that nature. Y'all gotta understand, like your little sister, your little cousin, your niece, your nephew, your niece girl, like like shit like that. All of them is looking up to y'all. Y'all looking up to Sexy Red and shit like that, but they looking up to y'all and them. And if majority of the women that they see, on their TVs and stuff, is already like, ratchet and things of that nature, which I'm finna make a point about that in a minute. And then the ones that's in a real life, speaking the same as the ones on TV, dressing the same, performing the same actions, things like that. They catch on to all of that, and then it goes from generation to generation, and now it's like, your daughter grow up, and now nobody in your family ever been married because all of y'all want to, like you got to pay attention to stuff like that, like little stuff like that. Like how many people in your family have been married? Pay attention to how many people in your family are actually in, good, healthy relationships, and how many people find themselves in relationships but get out of them motherfuckers within a week. Like things of that nature. Like it's just like you gotta pay attention to everything, bro. And the point I was finna make about, them being acting a certain way on TV and rapping in their music, I know a lot of rappers, in general, in person. I mean, I know a lot of rappers personally and generally, and some told me personally that they don't rap about. I mean, they don't do everything they rap about. Like I've heard some rappers say all the drugs they tell people that they doing, they not doing that shit, or all of them having 4, 5, 6 hoes on a yacht, they not doing that. They at home with their wife and their kids, like, and they not taking the drugs for real. Like they sending y'all, like y'all really gotta understand it's an algorithm behind all this shit. Like everything y'all seeing is they doing it to fuck us up as a community. Not just black people, but like us as a I don't know, like as a generation, they trying to fuck us up, and y'all letting it, like y'all kind of letting it fuck y'all up because everybody falling into, you know, whatever is the newest popular thing, you know, like motherfucker get his leg, like motherfucker get his leg cut off, or we could, let me see, I'm trying to make an example of something major, like the witch, like let's see, what, I don't know, but you know, you get the example, like it's a lot of distractions in the shit. There's a lot of distractions in the shit, like the whole Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. That was a little minute ago, but that was a distraction to get us off the whole Diddy thing and how niggas in the industry is, you know, niggas in the industry is just predators. And they all like that. They all like that in a way. If you out here free type shit, they all like that, bro. But yeah, that's lead me to my next question for y'all. What is your inspiration when it comes to building generational wealth? Now, like, of course, you know, wealthy and rich is two different things. You know, so when I say generational wealth, I mean like consistent happiness, financial stability, right? Genuine happiness, genuine love, you know, things of that nature. Not just money by itself, you know, because that's not, money by itself don't give you the world. It don't give you happiness. It don't give you all of that. And for anybody who genuinely feels like money gives you happiness, you're a materialistic person who don't really understand what life and all that stuff. That means you will sit there and you could work 12, 20, 30, 45, 50, 60, 100 some hours, and just because at the end of the month you getting paid, you are well. But if I get to asking you anything, the slightest thing about yourself, what you like, tell me about yourself, things of that nature, and you hit me with I don't know, I haven't thought about that, or things of that nature, then you get to see, like, it should make you realize, like, life not going how I thought it was gonna go. They didn't build us to do no shit like that in life. Like, you're not supposed to put money first and make it your main priority, and you just forget everything. Like, I don't know if y'all know, but the first robot that they made, they made a working robot. That motherfucker killed himself because he realized all he was made to do was work. So if money is your end all be all, then hey, you could end your life whenever. But if you value more than that, and things of that nature, then I propose this question. You know, what is your inspiration when it comes to building generational wealth? You know, generational wealth. I mean, JayZ said generational wealth. That's the key. You know, type shit. So like, what do you want to do to build up, you know, generational wealth for you and your family and the families that come way after that? You know, like, me personally, like I said, we doing a podcast thing right now, and I want to make it a safe haven. I want to make it to where, you know, we all come together and we could, you know, talk and whatever we don't have in our own life, we could be that for each other. You know, like, you know, if you don't have, if you like, you little bro or something, you ain't got no guidance about some shit, or you ain't got no advice about some shit, you could reach out to me a type shit, and we could, you know, talk a little bit about whatever it is you want to talk about. Or if you're a girl and you haven't, you know, you're dealing with some shit with life, and some shit in life, and you might need something, you know, some advice from a man's perspective, or you're dealing with some type of boy, and, you know, you don't know how to, like, maneuver in the situation, but your homegirls ain't really giving you the advice that you think you should be looking for. You can come here, I'll help you out, I'll give you the, you know, full honesty, like, things of that nature. I just want us to be there for each other, you know, because I also feel like another main problem in the world is, like, nobody's really there for each other genuinely. You know, it's all like, every time somebody say they there for you, is really, you know, when is the most of the time you hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm here for you if you need me," or things like that. Really sad moments in life, like funeral or, you know, you going through something. Or it could be jealous and envy shit to where when you up top and now they come out of nowhere like some, you know, they trying to pull that whole, they need you now or things of that nature. And you never heard from these people in years. So when I say like we want to be there for each other, that's what I want it to be type shit. Like, and I feel like in the world, that's what's kind of fucked up too, because we're not really that for, like I said, we're not really that for each other genuinely, and it just leads to a whole bunch of other shit, you know? So yeah, hopefully y'all can answer all of those questions. You know, I already told y'all the definition of legacy, but if you don't know what legacy mean, I'm gonna tell you again. You know, as I did ask already, what's y'all definition of legacy? What do legacy mean to y'all? Legacy is the long-lasting impact of particular events and actions that have happened and that have occurred in one's past or in somebody's, you know, immediate life, you know, type shit, you know. But with that being said, let's go straight into the spit of the day. And simply put, the spit of the day is every action has a reaction. You feel me? You might have heard that before. I'm pretty sure you did. But in this case, I mean, you know, well, every case is a life, you know, you can make it in life. But I mean, like, your legacy thing, like, think about, hopefully now you think 3 to 5 steps ahead before you're making a decision type shit, you know? Like, and that's really all it is. Like, I kind of can really go into it, but I don't really think I necessarily have to go deep into it because it all, you know, it makes sense. It's written in its own. Every action has a reaction, and I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but if you live life, if you experience life, then you already know that, and that's true. But with that being said, I would like to end this episode off on a good note, on a smooth, motivational tip. Hopefully everybody, you know, energy and morale is boosted +5 after this. You know, hopefully you listen to this and you get to, you know, really understand, you know, how we can make life, how we control what happens in our life, and you know, the life we control. We could set up shit for our kids when they grow old and things like that. We don't all have to be struggling because, you know, one person wanted to have fun when everybody else in the world was having fun type shit, or, you know, shit like that. But with that being said, I'm gonna hang up my suit for another day. It's your boy, it's your host, it's your man, big brother, Nas the Innovator, and Mike's already died, but I'm hanging up suit for another day. So love y'all and peace.